What's good, my people? So we will be looking at EURUSD, and we'll be focusing on my strategy that I usually use. I want to show you more examples on this strategy on different markets and different time frames. This strategy is usually like scalable, and it usually repeats. That's why I usually love to use it. And as you can see here, yesterday the market started by a nice retracement to the downward side here. There was a rally up on the 12th here. The market opened, two-day open market opened here, rallied up a bit and started going down, taking out this order block here, but it didn't exactly, it closed there, it closed below it, and it took out this a low and a lower low. When this market happens to put a sign like this, I usually love to see, for me here, I will be buying and putting my stop loss here and the TP here. Let me draw the long position, like the retracement I will buy on the lower side of this fair value gap. I usually love to work with ranges, and I don't have a specific place where I usually enter the trade, but the lower quadrant of this lower side of this fair value gap I can enter below the midpoint, usually placing my stops at this low here and my TP at high here. That's usually, hypothetically, the trade that I usually want to take when trading my strategy. And let us first focus on yesterday's market. As you can see, the market rallied down, taking out these lows. You can see these order blocks was violated to the lower side here. This is a 15-minute time frame. It was violated to a lower side, and there was a bit of a nice retracement, and the market plummeted down again, and dropping down to the 5-minute time frame. I usually love to trade EURUSD on 5 minutes time frame, and we'll focus on the New York session, since the bulk of the trading usually happens in the New York session, and the New York session opens here at around, mostly on forex, the New York session happens a bit earlier at around 7:30 to 8. That's when I usually love to look at the market, and you notice that around here the market rallied up, New York session kicked in, and you notice big candles in New York session and big movements. You see movements like this one in the New York session, and you can see the market rallied down, taking out this low. They are relative equal lows down here, this one and this one, relative equal lows, taking out them. It had previously formed a low here, then this low was taken out by another lower low. This is the strategy that I usually use. And with this strategy, after something like this happened and there's a liquidity sweep, the market change its structure. Market structure shifts like this and closes above the tip of this order block. I usually love to anticipate for buys at this zone here. There was no retracement here. There was no retracement to this fair value gap, but with this trade I might be getting in, aiming for this high here, since there are some relative equal low highs present at that zone, at this zone here, relative equal highs. I will be aiming at that zone here, and I will be trying to enter after this high has been taken out for confirmation. Since there was no pullback, I wouldn't have known what the market would really want to do, so I would have waited until this high was taken out. So I will be entering at this retracement here, this small retracement, putting my stop loss at this order blocks, these 2 order blocks. Mostly I will use this order block here, since this acts like a breakaway gap. I wouldn't expect the market to reach here before it takes out that high there. So my position will be like this. My stop loss at this area here and my TP at this area here. It's not a big range, but these moves usually get you money when you balance with your lot size. Mostly put a reasonable lot size, scale your management well, and you'll earn profits. It doesn't matter the range of the market. The guys who usually trade and wait for the market to form big ranges, big candles for them to take profits. I don't usually love to be taking a long time in the market, since I usually tend to return the money that I have gained back to the market. So I don't usually participate in long trades. That's why I usually don't participate in long trades. And with that, let us meet on our next video. Goodbye guys.